Back in the day, everyone had their eyes on the loudest, flashiest machines tearing up the roads. But hidden among them were a handful of motorcycles that didn't beg for attention. They earned it. Modest in appearance, yet fierce in performance, these overlooked gems quietly outpaced expectations, proving that true power doesn't always wear a bold face. Let's take a ride back in time and uncover the 15 rarest sleeper motorcycles of the 1960s. Number 15. Bridgestone 350 GTR. Known primarily for its tires, Bridgestone surprised many when it entered the motorcycle scene in 1967. Most didn't expect much, but the 350 GTR quickly changed minds. Powered by a 360 cubic centimeter twin-cylinder two-stroke engine and an advanced 6-speed gearbox, rare for its time, it could reach speeds of up to 95 miles per hour. Smooth shifting and easy kickstart made it a pleasure to ride. One quirk was its gear setup. Neutral sat below first gear, confusing some riders. Still, its tall seat and plush suspension ensured comfort. Though not part of Japan's Big Four, Bridgestone's engineering impressed enthusiasts. Sadly, production stopped in 1971 after about 9,000 units, as the company refocused on tires. Slow sales, a lack of visual appeal compared to rivals, and financial struggles all played a role. Today, well-preserved models are incredibly rare, making any surviving GTR a hidden treasure for collectors lucky enough to find one. At first glance, the Suzuki T20 looked like just another modest Japanese lightweight, but that illusion disappeared the moment you opened the throttle. Under its simple frame sat a 247 cubic centimeter two-stroke twin engine, capable of revving up to 7,500 revolutions per minute and reaching speeds up to 94 miles per hour. Impressive for its time. What truly set it apart was its 6-speed gearbox, a rarity in the 1960s, earning it the nickname Super 6. Unlike most two-strokes of the era that required messy oil-gas mixing, the T20 featured Suzuki's innovative Posy Force injection system, which automatically adjusted oil delivery based on throttle input. This made it far more efficient and cleaner to ride. With excellent fuel economy, up to 20 kilometers per liter, the T20 combined speed, innovation, and practicality. Today, finding a clean original T20 is a serious challenge, and collectors value it highly for its unique features and unexpected performance hidden in a modest frame. Let's face it, when most people see a Vespa, they assume it's slow and purely practical. But the Vespa Allstate Cruiser challenged that perception entirely. In the 1960s, Piaggio partnered with Sears in the US to sell these scooters under the Allstate name, introducing Italian design to American streets. With its curved metal body, step-through frame, enclosed engine, and small wheels in pastel colors, like sea green and baby blue, it looked like a gentle errand runner. However, its 125 cubic centimeter two-stroke engine could surprisingly reach 47 miles per hour, making it far peppier than expected. Even better, it delivered outstanding fuel economy, up to 90 miles per gallon. This scooter's unassuming style masked its capability, earning it true sleeper status. Unfortunately, due to a short production run and years of neglect from owners, well-preserved versions are now extremely rare. Today, the Vespa Allstate Cruiser stands as a unique blend of elegance, efficiency, and underrated performance. In the late 1960s, most riders chasing speed focused on sleek Japanese bikes or classic British twins. The BSA Rocket III, however, quietly defied expectations. At first glance, it appeared modest, with a boxy frame, tall tank, and upright posture, it looked like a standard cruiser. But once the throttle was opened, everything changed. Beneath its plain exterior was a 740 cubic centimeter air-cooled triple-cylinder engine, producing 58 horsepower and capable of hitting 117 miles per hour, a configuration rare for its time. One unique design choice was the forward-tilted engine, set at 12 degrees, not just for looks, but to improve weight balance and distinguish it from its sibling, the Triumph Triton. Unfortunately, the Rocket III launched alongside the revolutionary Honda CB750, which stole the spotlight. With a higher price tag and internal company challenges, the Rocket III struggled to gain traction. Only 27,480 units were built, making surviving examples rare and highly sought after today. At a glance, the BMW R27 looked like a simple vintage commuter bike. With its classic black and white pinstriped tank, upright bars, rubber knee grips, and utilitarian frame, it seemed better suited for errands than excitement. But beneath that modest exterior was a 247 cubic centimeter four-stroke, single-cylinder engine mounted on rubber to minimize vibrations and enhance ride quality. Though it only produced 18 horsepower at 7,400 RPM, it surprised riders with its ability to cruise comfortably at 81 miles per hour, something few bikes of its class could manage at the time. Unlike many competitors using chain drives, the R27 featured a shaft final drive, which offered quieter operation, lower maintenance, and greater reliability. Its Earl's front fork also provided solid stability during braking, making it smooth and steady, even on rough roads. With only about 15,364 units ever built, well-preserved examples are rare today and highly desirable among collectors for their refined engineering and effortless charm. You wouldn't expect a 305cc motorcycle from the early 1960s to turn heads, but the Honda CB77 Superhawk did just that, quietly breaking the mold. Its sleek, compact design with clean chrome accents set it apart from the bulkier sport bikes of the era. As Honda's first true sport bike, it was powered by a straight twin overhead camshaft engine that produced 28 horsepower at 9,000 RPM, pushing it to an impressive 104 miles per hour, which was remarkable for its size. Equipped with drum brakes that outperformed larger bikes, the Superhawk blended speed, handling, and reliability in one stylish package. It also offered excellent fuel efficiency, delivering around 60 miles per gallon, ideal for longer, worry-free rides. Often underestimated due to its modest appearance, the CB77 earned sleeper status by outperforming expectations. While it made waves in its day, surviving examples are now rare, with many lost or neglected, making it a hidden treasure among vintage motorcycle fans. The 1968 Norton Commando Fastback had a look that puzzled many riders at first. With its long, curved tail section, narrow fuel tank, and futuristic lines, its design wasn't immediately embraced. But once riders experienced its performance, opinions changed fast. Powering this machine was a 750cc parallel twin engine that delivered around 58 horsepower, enough to push it past 117 miles per hour, an impressive feat for its time. Weighing only 420 pounds dry, it boasted a strong power-to-weight ratio, enhancing its nimbleness and speed. One of its standout innovations was Norton's ice-elastic suspension system, created to reduce the harsh vibrations common in British twin engines. This feature significantly improved ride comfort and control, making the Commando far more enjoyable to handle. As the very first variant in the Commando line, the 1968 Fastback had only limited production before newer models replaced it. Today, original fastbacks are rare, making them highly desirable for vintage collectors and enthusiasts. In the mid-1960s, American riders craved more speed and power, and Kawasaki delivered with the H1 Mach III in 1969. Though its minimalist design gave it a calm, almost modest appearance, beneath the surface was a wild performer. It featured a 500cc two-stroke triple-cylinder engine, which was already unconventional, but the real shock was its output. An impressive 60 horsepower in a bike weighing just 384 pounds. This lightweight rocket could blaze through a quarter mile in 12.4 seconds, hitting over 100 miles per hour. The performance was thrilling, but came with trade-offs. Average suspension and twitchy handling earned it the nickname "Triple with a Ripple." It was raw, fast, and notoriously unpredictable, yet riders loved the rush it offered. Many original models were raced, crashed, or heavily modified, making unaltered 1969 examples increasingly rare. Today, a clean H1 Mach III isn't just a vintage motorcycle. It's a two-stroke icon and a symbol of Kawasaki's bold performance legacy. Honda aimed to build the ideal motorcycle for everyday riders, and the 1966 Dream CA77 was their answer. While its boxy frame and angular sheet metal gave it a somewhat unrefined appearance, its performance quickly made up for the styling. Underneath, it featured a 305 cubic centimeter parallel twin, four-stroke engine, delivering 23 horsepower at 7,500 revolutions per minute. While not overwhelming on paper, it delivered power smoothly, reliably, and with confidence, reaching speeds of up to 86 miles per hour, which was impressive for its time. One standout feature was the electric start, a rare luxury on motorcycles back then, especially among larger twins. The Dream also included a leading link front suspension that improved comfort and control, making it incredibly rider-friendly. Though not loud or aggressive, it offered excellent fuel economy, up to 70 miles per gallon. The CA77 became a quiet favorite, creating lasting memories for many. Today, it remains a nostalgic piece of Honda's legacy in reliable, accessible motorcycling. The Matchless G15 CSR carried the brand's reputation for stylish, vintage-looking motorcycles, and this model was no exception. With its polished chrome finish and classic teardrop tank, it looked every bit the quintessential British ride. The G15 CSR was a collaboration between Matchless and Norton, both operating under AMC at the time, and was powered by a robust 745 cubic centimeter Norton Atlas parallel twin engine. More than just good looks, the bike could exceed 110 miles per hour and delivered impressive mid-range torque, giving it strong, punchy performance on both open roads and casual rides. Twin Amal carburetors, a 4-speed gearbox, and a sturdy frame added to its solid handling. Despite its capable engineering, the G15 CSR never became a commercial success. Production was limited between 1963 and 1969 due to AMC's financial struggles. As a result, very few units were made, and even fewer remain in original condition today, making the G15 CSR a rare and respected sleeper among vintage motorcycle collectors. When Ducati introduced the Scrambler 350 in 1968, they weren't aiming to steal the spotlight. They simply wanted to deliver a versatile motorcycle. What they ended up offering was much more. The Scrambler looked relaxed and unassuming, but it packed surprising agility, character, and performance. Powered by a 340 cubic centimeter single-cylinder, bevel-driven engine, it produced 24 horsepower at 8,500 revolutions per minute and could reach a top speed of 81 miles per hour. Impressive for its class at the time. Its smooth throttle response and refined engineering proved Ducati's mastery of mechanical precision. Though it was primarily used as a commuter bike, it handled with confidence and delivered a fun, spirited ride. Over the years, heavy use took its toll. Many Scrambler 350s experienced significant wear, making well-preserved models increasingly rare. Today, finding one in excellent condition is no easy feat, but for collectors and enthusiasts, it's a true gem that combines Ducati's early brilliance with everyday rideability. At first glance, the Montesa Impala 250 didn't seem like a performance machine, but it became one of Spain's most underappreciated motorcycles of the 1960s.
Una Impala.
Built for both daily riding and endurance rallies, this bike featured a 247 cubic centimeter two-stroke single-cylinder engine that produced around 20 horsepower, enough to push it past 70 miles per hour with ease. Thanks to its lightweight frame, the Impala was agile, responsive, and genuinely fun to ride. Its design was understated, yet stylish, with smooth lines, low handlebars, and a signature red fuel tank that stood out without being loud. What truly set it apart was its reliability during long rides, earning it a solid reputation among seasoned riders. Though it remained largely unknown outside Europe, it grew into a cult favorite over time. Today, finding a well-preserved original is increasingly difficult, especially since many were used heavily or raced, making surviving examples true collector's items. The Honda CB750 didn't just catch riders off guard, it redefined the motorcycle industry. At a time when most bikes featured 2 or 3 cylinders and drum brakes, Honda introduced a game-changer, a 750cc inline-4 engine with electric start and a front disc brake. Rare innovations for a production motorcycle in 1969. Delivering around 67 horsepower and capable of reaching 120 miles per hour, the CB750 ran so smoothly, it felt engineered with surgical precision. Its engine was reliable, its performance impressive, and its appearance clean and modern, highlighted by a tidy tank and 4 distinctive exhaust pipes. Many initially underestimated it due to its calm demeanor, only to be left behind on the road. Today, early sandcast models, named for their original engine casing process, are prized collectibles. Finding one in original, untouched condition is incredibly difficult. The CB750 wasn't just a sleeper, it was a quiet revolution that forever changed the landscape of motorcycling. At first glance, the Velocette Viper Clubman looked like a typical British single-cylinder motorcycle, but it came packed with factory performance upgrades that set it apart. Beneath its traditional exterior was a 349 cubic centimeter engine equipped with a high-compression piston, racing camshaft, and a megaphone exhaust, all contributing to a top speed of 91 miles per hour. The bike was carefully hand-built, showcasing craftsmanship and balance, and it featured a featherbed-style frame that offered smooth handling and excellent stability on the road. Despite its modest appearance and compact size, the Clubman could confidently compete with larger, more powerful motorcycles. Many riders underestimated it based on looks alone, only to be surprised by its performance. Today, original and well-preserved Clubman variants are increasingly rare and considered prized possessions among knowledgeable collectors who appreciate its blend of heritage, engineering, and sleeper performance. It's a classic example of how subtle design can hide serious capability. The Gilera 300 Bicilindrica is a name that many riders may not recognize today, but in its time, it caught enthusiasts off guard with its refined performance. At first glance, it appeared to be just another simple Italian middleweight with understated styling. However, under its modest frame sat a 305 cubic centimeter vertical twin-cylinder four-stroke engine that delivered 12.5 horsepower at 5,800 revolutions per minute. While that might sound modest by modern standards, its lightweight build and smooth power delivery gave it surprisingly spirited performance and impressive mid-range pull for its class. Gilera focused on elegance and refinement rather than brute force, incorporating a 4-speed transmission, reliable suspension, and signature Italian craftsmanship. The result was a bike with excellent road manners and a riding experience that exceeded expectations for a sub-350cc machine. With Gilera no longer in production, finding a well-preserved Bicilindrica today is extremely rare, making it a hidden treasure for vintage motorcycle collectors and enthusiasts alike.